Hey guys, and welcome back to Fringe Friday. As always, I am Carmen, and today we are watching Season 3, Episode 21 of Fringe. That's right, the penultimate episode of Season 3, which I am quite stressed about, honestly. Which I feel that way about a lot of episodes, but particularly when we get towards the end of the season, I just... I get very worried about what is going to happen. There's also the fact that last time, where we left off is Peter in a coma, Olivia trapped by Walternate, so she can't warn Peter and try to figure out a better way. Also, Olivia is with Sam Weiss, and she is going to, I think they're going to the machine, and Sam Weiss is going to do something. But what's he going to do? And can he actually even help at this point? We don't know. As you can see, quite a stressful place to leave us. That's kind of where we're at. Walter had a moment in the chapel, which was really moving. There was lots of moving moments between characters in the last episode, but all of it essentially culminated in here's where we are. Let's see where we're gonna go. So I am not gonna ramble too much because I would like to see where the hell we're gonna go. So yeah, let's just do that right now. I forgot about that scene.
This time you have to.
Peter and Walter are their relationship is the glue, right? Olivia and Peter are the heart. I'm gonna stop talking. Okay, I'm calming down. I need to calm the fuck down. This literally hasn't even, it's just started.
She thinks the fact that his vitals are stable is a very positive sign. She's hopeful that he's gonna come out of this without any permanent damage.
You can't possibly know that. Peter interacted with the machine with immense power.
She said hopeful.
You know, you haven't eaten in hours. The cafeteria is just downstairs.
He's not gonna leave Peter's side.
I think I saw tapioca pudding on the menu.
Ooh, she knows how to tempt him, though.
Can't deny I'm hungry.
Peter, don't wake up while they're gone, please.
Riders on the storm.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was their car.
What the hell was that?
The product placement is just funny, but
It's okay, buddy. It's over. Wait here.
it's what? Why would you say it's over? What? Are you a meteorologist? Do you what? That doesn't look over. Dude, it's not over. You were incorrect, sir.
It's hot-wired. It's tricked into thinking he's already inside. That's why it's repelling anyone or anything.
Oh, okay.
You thinking that it's malfunctioning?
What I'm saying is, it's frustrated. It's not a doomsday device, but it's acting like one.
Okay.
So how do we stop it?
Yeah. That.
In case of emergency, break glass.
What does that mean?
I believe there's a way we can disarm the force field and let Peter in safely. This is the manuscript the books are based on.
He wrote them, though, right?
This is a box. This is the key that opens the box.
But what's inside the box?
According to this, it's a crowbar of sorts. It'll pry the force field open long enough for Peter to get in.
He has to wake up one.
Does he die?
No, I don't think so. As I understand it, the machine is indestructible. So if Peter gets in, he should be safe.
He should be indestructible as well, right?
Okay, so where are these now?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Come where? Sam, I need you to be a little bit more forthcoming.
We should get back to Peter.
Walter, this is a Fringe event. We need to get back to the lab. I'll make sure that the hospital calls us. We'll be back before he wakes
I'm
up.
afraid I'm out of ideas. I went so far as to ask God for help. How did he respond? Nothing.
That's your excuse? What have you done, Walter? God helps those who help themselves.
Manuscript.
You're right. We have to investigate.
See, the thing is, I'm not the first Sam Weiss.
Okay.
My great-great-great-great-grandfather. He was digging for mastodon bones. He discovered an ancient manuscript instead. Third and fourth Sams spent their lives searching for the manuscript's missing sections.
Okay, so they all named their kids Sam Weiss. They all had sons who they named Sam Weiss. Sorry, that's not the part I should get stuck, like, hung up on, I know, but just saying. Ooh, it's the box.
Let's go get the key.
No. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this at all. Maybe this is a cosmic hiccup. Maybe it'll course correct on its own.
Or maybe it will destroy 2 universes.
No one said anything about the other side turning on the machine first.
Okay, Sam, I'm gonna make this really easy for you. I am armed, and I want you to take me to the key now.
Yeah, it's all over the place. The needle won't sit still.
What was the voltage on that one?
I'm gonna go with high. We're not even getting any more electrical readings.
What about barometric?
Walter!
Oh, okay. Don't stress me out like that. Is he gonna wake up? Oh, okay. Yeah, he is gonna wake up. He literally just did. I was not expecting it to be that easy. Does he not remember? I would literally never do that. People on TV shows always do. He's acting so strange. There's nobody here?
I see you.
Okay, there's just nobody on that floor, I guess. I was like, why is the hospital empty?
Sir, you all right? What's your name?
My name's...
He doesn't remember?
I need a crash cart in here.
Don't move. I'll be right back.
He's gonna move. But where is he gonna go? Does he remember anything? He didn't tell her his name, so does that mean he doesn't remember his name? Or he just didn't want to tell her?
Taxi!
Okay, he remembers what taxis are.
Where you headed, pal?
42nd and Lex, please.
Come again?
42nd and Lex, Midtown.
42nd and Lexington is in New York. It's a pretty steep fare.
Why is he going there?
I don't care if it's the bloody apocalypse. I'm not leaving my museum unattended.
I mean, it literally is the apocalypse.
Olivia Dunham, FBI.
Dr. Christine Albright.
Sam Weiss, patron member since '82.
Okay.
That's where the key is.
That's the Native American wing. I curated those exhibits myself. There's no key in there.
I beg to differ.
Lightning coming out of thin air.
Inside the museum?
Inside all the buildings on the block.
Oh, weird.
Thelma, what do you see, dear?
They're all very close to each other.
Fringe events seem to be clustered around 2 points.
And a rift seems to be forming on the axis between them.
Walter, this is the exact location where our machine is housed. But why Liberty Island?
That's where theirs is.
Alternate.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'll call you back.
The two machines. They're acting just like the magnets, only in this case across universes. If we move our machine to the same spot as theirs,
Control
slow
it.
the pace of destruction.
You want to move our machine 100 miles in over water and park it offshore from the most densely populated city in the country?
I know it sounds crazy,
Yeah.
but it's our only viable option.
Yeah. I mean, you deal with crazy on a daily basis, you know?
Sam, do you hear that?
Yeah, he's got metal.
Get down! It's not working.
I work in a bowling alley.
Okay.
That was still very impressive.
That's the key?
Oh, he did destroy that piece of art, though.
There's nowhere for it to go. Are you sure that this is the right key?
Are you kidding? My father took me to the museum hundreds of times. Believe me, you have no idea how boring the...
Sam?
Something's happening. There's a manuscript. What does it say? Sam, what does it say?
It's you.
That's Olivia. Maybe her power can open the shield.
It means that you and Peter both have a connection with the machine.
All I know is the original manuscript is very clear on this point. The lockbox contains the crowbar.
So she's the crowbar.
Apparently, you have the ability to turn off the force field that's keeping Peter out.
With her powers.
How am I supposed to do that?
Wait.
Walter, you're not seriously talking about...
Telekinesis.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. You've done it before.
Yeah.
Since it's the machine on the other side that's turned on, that's the machine you'll have to interact with.
You're not suggesting that I need to cross over.
No.
Control the machine over there from over here.
How?
Clear your mind. Look into the mirror. Imagine that you're looking at the typewriter on the other side. Press those keys using your mind.
I mean, it's easier said than done.
You need to focus on something specific. A word, a phrase.
You can do it, girl. Girl, I have faith. I have full faith. It took them a hell of a long time to find that Peter was gone, can I just say. By home, do you think that he means like the other side? Do you think that he has reverted back to like kid Peter and so he's just trying to get home? Because remember, that's the note he left to his mom, or his not mom, in that one episode. Remember?
These abilities are inside you, Olivia. You simply need to harness them.
Walter, I don't know how. I never have.
Yeah. She just does it when she's scared or...
I know what it's like to feel unequal to the task required of you. I'll never be the man I was. But I've come to embrace those parts of my mind that are peculiar and broken. I understand now that's what makes my mind special.
Yes. Yes.
I wish you could see yourself the way I see you. You have no idea how extraordinary you are. If you can embrace that, there's no end to what you can do.
I know that you want to believe in me, and I want to believe in me. But believing doesn't make it true.
Oh, that's not what
Just try.
But also believing can make it true. It can. You've always been special, Olivia. I also wish she could see that, you know? No, you can do it.
It's okay. Take a break and try again.
You can do it.
The hospital just called. Peter's missing.
Yeah.
You a collector? Was when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
This one, silver $50. It's my favorite. It always brings me luck.
Is that the coin that Walter and the Observer had in that one episode where he's like, it's not the one you think, but it's similar?
What would he be looking for in New York?
I'm not sure. Is he going to Liberty Island? Well, yeah. Is it because he, like, senses.
I have to talk to my
The
father.
machine
I
is
have
there.
something to show him. It's really important.
And who, out of curiosity, is your father?
The Secretary of Defense.
Yep, he is. He's thinking of a different life, I guess.
I'm afraid this is where you get off. Official personnel only.
No, I think we need Sam.
Sam, whatever's happening, it's not over.
Good luck, Olivia.
I would feel better were Sam with us. You know? Like, I
Peter, what on earth made you come here?
I don't think he remembers. Yeah.
Are you all right, son?
No,
There are two of you, aren't there?
yeah. He doesn't remember Olivia?
I think I've been confused.
What year is it?
2011.
Okay, he knows that.
And who is that woman over there?
Olivia.
Okay, but why?
I remember getting into the machine. Or trying to.
Good.
Okay, then why is he so confused? I don't understand.
The fact that your memory's returning is a sign that your confusion is temporary. Did you get this?
It is. It is. It's from the moment with, you know, and he put it on the grave.
So the drawing implies that you need to use telekinesis?
I concentrated on a phrase like Walter asked me to do and still nothing.
What phrase?
What was the phrase?
Yeah. Is Olivia doing this? Astrid, I'm gonna need you to read this. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? What does it say?
It keeps typing the same message. Are you doing that?
What's the message?
Be a better man than your father?
Is that her? Is that the phrase?
Walter, what if I can't do it?
You can do it.
I believe that the drawing was no accident. Whoever did it knew the same as I do. That
How?
you don't fail.
Ready?
No.
No.
No, me either.
You?
No.
Good. Good. I'm glad we're all on the same page. I'm so scared.
I'll say I never took you anywhere.
Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I have a lot of fear.
You can do this.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't like that. Is she doing it? Their machine is shutting down? Right?
Notify the secretary. There's something happening to the machine.
You did it.
Yeah. We did great.
Peter.
I'm scared.
I love you.
No. Like, I'm not upset that she said that she loves.
Wish me luck.
That just doesn't usually signify good things. It's just like this, you know? Like, I'm so much more scared now. Please don't die. Please don't die. understand. I don't understand, you guys. What the hell happened? Oh, okay, cool. Love that for me. 2021? What? Is he in the future?
Fringe division. Where the hell am I?
Sir, you've been hit.
Where the hell is he? No, it's gonna end, right? Yeah. Of course. I gotta go back for a second. Hold on. Dedicated. Okay. Okay, so this is confusing me. We'll never forget. That makes sense, September 11th, but dedicated to their memories, 2021. And there's a Fringe division, which like would make you think it's the other side, but September 11th didn't happen on the other side, so it has to be this side. Also, it's 2011, Peter said, so this is 10 years in the future. Obviously, it's still the past for us in 2022, but confusion. Okay, you guys, I have all of the questions, right? First off, I'm going to reiterate what I was saying just a second ago. Obviously, the next episode is going to tell me, I assume, but I'm very confused about... I'm looking at it, so that's what I'm looking at because I paused it. I'll probably insert the screenshot here, but we will never forget September 11th. Makes sense, again. Dedicated to their memories, September 11th, 2021, which is 11 years in the future from when Peter went into the machine. The Fringe division is the same logo, it looks like, as is in World B. However, September 11th, 2001 did not happen in World B, which leads me to think that this is World A, which... So, what then does the machine actually do? Is the machine a time travel device? Is the machine... I'm just not sure, you know? Like, I don't know what the machine does. And if it is a time travel device, is it just like a time travel like device like here? Like, is it just showing him like the worst case scenario? Is it showing him the future? Is it showing him if you don't do A, B, C, whatever, then this is what's gonna happen? Or what? Like, that's the thing, right? We don't know. Well, I don't. You guys have seen the show. What the machine is. I'm sure that you guys were probably, hopefully, as confused as me when this aired. But like, I'm trying to think. How did Peter step into the machine? That happened. Like, you know, he got electrocuted. I don't know. Whatever happened. And now he's here. I want to like posit a hypothesis or a scenario or guess something, but the truth is I just really have no idea how that could happen. I will say I was very stressed when Olivia said that she loved Peter, only because, as I think I said it at the time, it's just very ominous in a show like Fringe when that moment happens, you know, especially with the precarious nature of everything that's happening leading up to that moment. Like, she's opening a door for him to get into a machine, knowing that this might be the last time that she sees him, you know. So just knowing that that's, you know, where her headspace is, stresses me out. And then like then of course whatever the end of the episode was happened. Something that's interesting to me is that Sam Weiss is like, did he say like where in the succession of Sam Weiss's he is. I can't remember. I think that that's a very fascinating thing, because I was kind of thinking like he somehow himself had written it, and then how does he have time travel? Is he immortal? Like, you know, like how are they going to explain that? Because Fringe doesn't really do supernatural things as much as, you know, science based for the most part. You know, yes, Fringe science, yes, like science, but they don't just do strictly supernatural things, at least not that we've really seen. So I like that there's a reason that Sam knows what he knows and that he is connected to the First People's books. However, I am still confused by, like, yes, his ancestor dug up this manuscript, thought this is important, I have to protect it. But like every single one of his ancestors that followed that ancestor also agreed and understood the utmost wow, talking. I'm not gonna say utmost, how important it was to keep this secret and to be a part of this story. Like, it's just very interesting to me that that would happen. Also, are all of the Sam Weiss's men, like, did all of them have a son that then had a son, that then had a son, that then had a son that they named Sam Weiss? Because that's some interesting genetics, like no girls in sight. Or Samantha Weiss? Is there like a Samantha Weiss in there somewhere? Who knows? I really like Sam. I don't know how I felt like he could help if he was with us, but like I would have felt more comfortable if he was with us and like trying to help. Not really much that he could do, but wouldn't it also suck if you think about it that like this is like generations and generations, like all of these Sam Weisses have known like at some point this is gonna happen. Wouldn't it suck if like it fell on your generation, you know? You're like, oh well, it all comes down to me. I don't know. It would be like, really? Like, this couldn't have happened before. Also, like, they found the drawings, right? The manuscripts, the Sam Weisses did. But we still don't know then who created the manuscripts that were found by Sam Weisses, you know? So that's still a question that's up in the air. Like, where did these manuscripts come from? How did these people know that Peter and Olivia were going to be necessary for working the machine? And how did they know that it was going to come down to them? How did they know that, right? Like, the only thing I can compare it to is Supernatural. So spoilers for Supernatural. If you have not seen it and you don't want to get spoiled, just skip ahead. I'll try to put like a time code somewhere so that you know when to skip ahead to. But Sam and Dean, right? Like, Gabriel goes on his whole spiel and he's like, you know, ever since Dad first turned on the lights, like, we knew it was all going to end with you, right? So the angels all knew in Supernatural that Sam and Dean were, you know, the chosen ones, right? That it was gonna, like, the apocalypse was supposed to happen with them, right? Of course, lots of other stuff happens and it gets diverted and everything. But that makes sense because everybody knew, like, God made it that way in Supernatural. So how did whoever wrote the manuscript in Fringe know that it was all going to come down to Peter and Olivia? And are we going to get that answered at some point? Like, don't answer it for me, obviously. But I'm just curious if we actually ever will find that out. Presumably, yes, because it's a very big question to sort of leave unanswered. And there's still a season, like 2 seasons, after this season. So now that we know how Sam Weiss and his ancestors know what they know, I want to know who wrote the manuscript and how they know what they know. You know, it's like, here's an answer. Here's another question. That's kind of like what Fringe likes to do. Also, I personally really like all of the and there's probably more that I totally missed, but the hints to like the past that we got in this episode, like with Peter not remembering who he was when he woke up, or not remembering like fully who he was. In a way, he remembered who he was. He remembered the original who he was before he was gaslighted by Walter and Elizabeth, I think. And then he became like Peter Bishop of this world, right? I really liked the parallel of him saying, I'm going home, which I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the same thing that like little Peter wrote on the note when he was trying to get back home to World A in that one episode. And then I like the bringing back of the silver dollar. Was it a silver dollar? I liked the that coming full circle, because there's a lot of different moments that we've seen that throughout, but there I think it was the end of season 1 when the Observer showed it to Walter when they're on the beach, and he's like, it is what it is, but it's not what you think it is, sort of situation, and then he put it on the grave. So I like the continuity, I guess, of those moments. I thought that it was nice hearkening back, and it's nice to see Peter, or like, I don't know if it was nice because it kind of stressed me out, but it was interesting to see Peter sort of default back to Peter who only remembered that his dad, like who he was before he ever came to this world. Like, I think that's a very interesting thing, because he lost his memory, but he defaulted back to who he was prior to the influence of Walter and Elizabeth, right? Which is, I don't know why, but like, I think it's a really nice touch, you know? Even though, of course, I obviously want him to get his memory back and remember Olivia and like that they're in love and all that stuff. But I still enjoyed it. I also think it's really interesting that the phrase that Olivia chose was "be a better man than your father was," because it's such like a Peter and Olivia kind of phrase now, right? Because Belle told her that, and then it was the first thing that she said to Peter, right? When she came out of her coma after she like was in the car accident, and then she went over to the other side and everything like that. So it's another moment of like hearkening back to where we've been to sort of show where we are in this moment. Just like at the end when they're kind of saying goodbye, and we're seeing all the flashes of their memories together all the way back to when they were kids, you know. I think it's really nice when shows really honor and show like, this is where we started. Like, you know, like, look, do you remember this little moment? Do you remember this little moment? Like this little moment, like, so did the characters, right? I don't know. I just liked it. And I think that it's significant that Olivia would choose a phrase related to Peter, because I think that she is most herself and most happy and just true to who she is when she's with Peter. So he's her strongest connection. So she, of course, would choose a phrase that is related to him, because that's going to bring out the strongest emotion, and therefore, I think anyway, give her the strongest like jolt of power, if that makes sense. I also absolutely loved the moment between Walter and Olivia, where he was saying that she has no idea what she's capable of if she would just like believe in herself and understand herself the way that he sees her and how capable and wonderful she is. And I like that he connected with her by saying, you know, I thought that me being who I am now was like wrong or less than. I can't remember his exact quote, but he said something about being broken and how that actually made him who he was, and how, I wish I could remember the exact quote. I can't right now, but I really, really loved that moment between them of vulnerability and just connection, where Walter's saying, you know, I kind of thought that these things that were wrong with me made me wrong and different in a negative way. But I've come to realize that those things that I saw as negatives are actually positives. They're actually my strengths. And the same is true for you if you would just believe in yourself, right? And so I wish that I could remember better what he said so I could recite it better at you guys. But I mean, you just watched it, so you probably do. I mean, I literally just watched it too. But yeah, I thought it was such a powerful and beautiful moment shared between the two of them. And I'm really, really glad that it was included. Anyway, I think that is all that I really have to say about this episode. I really, really, really loved it. And I cannot wait to see the next one and, you know, see how they wrap up season 3. Anyway, thank you guys as always so much for watching. If you want, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. You can also watch the next episode right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube. That will be linked in the description down below. And while you're over there, you can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode and every single episode thus far of Fringe, which is a lot. And I can't wait to go back and watch them all personally myself. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because I'm going to go watch the next episode right now. I hope to see you guys over there for that episode as well. Until then, bye guys.